Hey guys! Welcome to another video on our channel. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you know that this series is full of incredible characters and storylines that keep you glued to the screen. And one of these characters who definitely stole the show was Bran Stark, also known as the Three-Eyed Raven. But besides being an interesting character, Bran also has magical abilities that leave anyone stunned. And that's why we're here today, to talk about Bran Stark's history and bibliography, and all of his amazing abilities. If you're between 16 and 30 years old, you've probably grown up watching the series and rooting for your favorite characters. And if you don't know Bran's story yet, you don't know what you're missing out on. So get ready to dive into this fascinating universe and discover everything about the Three-Eyed Raven. And of course, since we're a fun and lighthearted channel, we'll approach this topic with lots of humor and excitement. So get ready to laugh and get caught up in this incredible story. So, if you're a Game of Thrones fan and you're eager to learn more about Bran Stark, don't waste any time and watch this video until the end. Let's go, guys! Part 1, Bran Stark's History and Bibliography. Bran Stark, the second son of Eddard Stark and Catelyn Tully, was born and raised in Winterfell, the ancestral seat of House Stark in the north of Westeros. From a young age, Bran was a curious and adventurous boy who loved to climb the castle towers and explore the surroundings of Winterfell. At the beginning of the Game of Thrones story, Bran is a 10-year-old boy who dreams of becoming a knight and defending his people. But everything changes when he's pushed from the tower by Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer, and becomes paralyzed from the waist down. From then on, Bran's life will never be the same. But even with his physical disability, Bran remains an important character in the story because he develops magical abilities that make him crucial in the fight against the others, the fearsome beings who dwell beyond the wall. In George R.R. Martin's books, Bran has an even richer and more detailed history than in the TV series. There, you can learn more about his relationship with his older brother, Robb Stark, and his younger sister, Arya Stark. In addition, his journey in search of the Three-Eyed Raven is much longer and more complex, involving many secondary characters and unexpected twists. If you haven't read the books yet, we recommend giving them a chance because the story is even more fascinating and full of surprises than the series. And we can't forget to mention that the Stark family is one of the most important and beloved in the series. Eddard, the patriarch of the family, is an upright and honorable character who ends up being betrayed and executed by order of King Joffrey. Catelyn, Bran's mother, is a strong and courageous woman who will do anything to protect her family. And Bran's older siblings, Robb, Sansa, and Jon Snow, are also interesting and complex characters, each with their own story. In short, Bran Stark's history and bibliography are fascinating and full of twists and turns. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you've probably been moved and cheered on this incredible character. And if you don't know Bran's story yet, you're missing out on one of the best parts of this incredible series. So stay tuned for the next video, where we'll talk about Bran Stark's magical abilities. Part 2, Powers and Abilities of Bran Stark. As we mentioned in the introduction, Bran Stark developed magical abilities after his accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. These abilities are known as warging and greensight, and are crucial to the story of Game of Thrones. Warging is an ability that allows Bran to enter the mind of a wolf and see the world through their eyes. This is very useful for him as wolves are very agile animals and can cover great distances quickly. Additionally, Bran can communicate with his wolf siblings, which helps maintain the connection between his family even when they are far apart. But Bran's most important ability is greensight, which allows him to contact the past and future through the sacred trees called heart trees. These trees have faces carved into their bark, representing the old gods. It is through these trees that Bran learns the history of Westeros and discovers important secrets about his past and future. Through greensight, Bran learns about his father Eddard Stark's history and discovers that he is not his legitimate son, but the result of a case between his mother, Catelyn Tully, and a mysterious knight. He also learns that the Night King, the leader of the others, is approaching Westeros with an army of undead, and it is up to him and his allies to stop this threat. However, Bran's abilities also come at a cost. When he uses greensight, he runs the risk of becoming trapped in the past or future and losing connection with his own body. Additionally, the ability can be dangerous if it falls into the wrong hands, as it allows someone to control the minds of other living beings. Despite the risks, Bran's abilities are essential to the story of Game of Thrones. Without them, the characters would not have the necessary information to fight against the others and save Westeros from destruction. And even with all the difficulties, Bran proves to be a brave and determined character, willing to sacrifice everything for the good of his people. So, if you are a fan of Game of Thrones, don't miss the chance to learn more about Bran Stark's abilities. And if you haven't watched the series yet, hurry to check it out, as it is one of the most incredible and fascinating of all time. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on all the news about this and other amazing series. Conclusion. Hey, guys! We have reached the end of our video about the history and abilities of Bran Stark in Game of Thrones. We hope you enjoyed learning a little more about this important and powerful character. Bran is one of the most complex and fascinating characters in the series, and his abilities are essential to the plot. He is able to see the past, present, and future, and this ability is crucial to saving Westeros from the threat of the others. Additionally, Bran is a brave and determined character, willing to sacrifice everything for the good of his people. Even after the accident that left him paralyzed, he found a purpose and a new way to connect with the world, thanks to his magical abilities. However, it is important to remember that Bran's abilities also come at a cost. He runs the risk of becoming trapped in the past or future, and his ability can be dangerous in the wrong hands. Therefore, it is essential that he uses his abilities wisely and responsibly. And now, what does the future hold for Bran and Westeros? Only time, and perhaps a new season or book, will tell. But one thing is certain, Bran Stark is an unforgettable character, and his story is one of the most fascinating in the entire series. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to follow more amazing content about Game of Thrones and other incredible series. And be sure to leave your opinion on Bran and his abilities in the comments, as well as which other characters you would like to see in future videos. See you next time.
If you liked the content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll stay here until next time.